Welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Today is March 17th. We're going live here, taking a look at some chart requests over here inside of the Discord channel. We got quite a few names in here, starting up here with Doge and Shiba, and also XRP is in there. We got a lot of good names we're going to be covering today. Algorand, Comp, J&J, Coca-Cola, Solana, Atom, H-Bar, Pepe. Okay, lots of good requests over here. We're going to be hitting those. We got ADA, Riot. Okay, if you guys got requests throughout the week, just put them in this chart request thread, and we will cover them on these Discord chart request videos. I hope everyone, again, had a good weekend. A few things I want to go over real quick is that we added 2 more EMAs into our trading indicator. So if you guys have the trading indicator, I'm going to be sending out a updated version after this stream is over. You can also shoot me a message inside of the Discord and I can get you access as well. But we added in a 50 EMA and a 100 EMA. So before, we only had a 9 EMA. Okay, so if you guys don't know what an EMA is, it stands for exponential moving average. So think of it as a moving average, right? It is a moving average. It is a mean. It is something that we use to measure if price is expensive or if it is cheap. So the mean is just the average price, okay? We determine the average prices by using these exponential moving averages. So when we focus on a monthly chart here, because again, we are 1 to 6 months out on all of our trades. We're not day traders. We're focusing on the monthly and the daily chart here, okay? I'll get more into the rules here in just a second, but a 50 EMA is like the average price over the last 50 months, okay? So it is the 50-month moving average on a monthly chart. It is a 50-week moving average on a weekly chart. It is a 50-day moving average on a daily chart. So let's stay focused on the monthly here. So think about this. This yellow line is going to be the 50, okay? So let me just show you guys real quick why this is important. The 50 EMA, so if you take 50 and divide it by 12, because there's 12 months in a year, this is like the 4-year average, okay? The 4-year average. The 50 EMA is a very popular EMA used among traders. That's why we're going to start implementing it, okay? And then the 100-day moving average is going to be the 8-year moving average. So again, to determine how many years of an average it is, we're taking 100 because again, it's the 100 EMA and we're dividing it, we're dividing it by 12, which is 12 months in a year. So 100 divided by 12 is 8.333. We're just going to round down to 8. So now we have the 9 EMA, the 50 EMA, and also the 100 EMA loaded into our trading indicator. It is now part of the indicator. Again, the white one's going to be the 100, the 50 is going to be the 50, and then the orange one is going to be the 9. We've always used the 9. We're just adding in these 2 EMAs to the trading indicator. So if you guys have the indicator, I will be sending out an updated version after this live stream is over, and you guys will get the updated version. Again, nothing changes with the Fibonacci or anything like that. We still have the Fibonacci zones, everything, the red and green dots, everything is still the same, okay? We just added in those 2 moving averages. So I will be sending out an email after this to give you guys the updated version of this. If you guys do not have the trading indicator yet, you guys can come over here and click on this link, and it takes a couple of clicks, and everything loads directly into your TradingView account. So let me cover the rules real quick before we get into the chart requests. One thing I want to point out with these EMAs is they're very widely used among institutional investors. And when I say institutional investors, I mean they're very popular, right? You want to use indicators that a lot of other people use because they're looking at the same indications. They're looking at the same prices. They're looking at the same charts as us, okay? And the 50 and the 100 and the 9, in my opinion, are the 3 best. That's why it's part of our indicator. And the smart money will use these. Okay, so you could see that Bitcoin back in 2022 pulled right back into that 8 8-year average, right? That white line is the average price over 8 years. So if you're buying it at the white line, you're buying it at the average price over 8 years. You can see right now the price is very extended off of that. We're using this yearly, right? The 9-month is going to be the yearly moving average. That's that orange line, because think about it. It's a 9 EMA. If we're on a monthly chart, it is the average price over 9 months. Okay, so I kind of think of it as a yearly moving average. Okay, and you can see how Bitcoin bounces on it. Okay, bounced on it. Well, it actually bounced on the 50 there. So that was the 4-year average. So these are great places to watch for pullbacks into it. An example right now is Link. Link is sitting right on the average, or it bounced right on the 4-year average, the 50 EMA on the monthly chart here. So when you're buying it at the yellow line, you're buying it at the average price over 4 years. Okay, again, we don't want to buy it way off of the averages, right? Up here at 30, Chainlink was not a good buy. We were sitting 60% off of that 4-year average. Okay, so now it's coming down, it's testing it. It bounced on it right here and popped. If you don't see the white line on the screen like Link right now, it's because there hasn't been enough data for it to load in. So, yeah, we're going to be talking a lot about that, guys. If you do want a full overview on those updates to the indicator and also the trade alerts, there's a few things that have changed with the trade alerts here over the last week, guys. I'm trying to constantly improve the Discord. I'm trying to constantly improve these tools to make us better traders and just give us, a better perspective on buying and selling. So everything I do is for the good of the channel. I'm constantly trying to look for ways to make it better, and I believe this is going to help us out in the long run. So again, I made a video today over here, trading indicator and Discord trade updates, trade alert updates. So that is going to be right here in the latest tab. It'll probably be up above this video when I post this stream, but this link right here will send you over to that video. And if we can get to 150 likes on that video, I'll give away $300 worth of crypto. If we can get to 150 likes on that update video today. And again, that was just dropped over there inside that latest tab. So that will go over more about the indicator changes and the trade alert changes for all of you who had questions about that. So how's everyone doing in the chat today? Timmy, what's going on? Joey, RJ, Nature Purify, Soul, what's up, my brother? Michael, what's going on? Joey, how you doing, brother? Hope everyone had a good weekend. We're going to clock in here right now with some chart requests. Let me just go over the rules really quick, guys. For those of you that are new, we are swing traders here on this channel. We are not day traders. We're not looking to buy and sell the next day. We are focused on a 1 to 6 month time frame, meaning we are looking to buy and hold anywhere from 1 to 6 months. Okay, our goal is to never day trade, to buy and sell the next day, to buy and sell the next week. Sometimes it happens. Okay, sometimes you get a really quick move up and you take profits, but generally speaking, our focus, our mindset is for 1 to 6 months out. Okay, and to do this, we focus on a daily and a monthly chart. Okay, a daily and a monthly chart. We enter and exit positions using our trading indicator. The green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. So rule number 4 is probably where the actual strategy begins. Okay, this is where we only want to buy assets that have a green dot or a green candle on the monthly chart. Okay, so if you go over here to, let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's probably the easiest example to use here. Okay, you can see that these red and green dots are very, very accurate when it comes to calling the bottom and the top. Okay, and the thing about the red and green dots on the indicator, guys, is that the higher the time frame that you have, the higher the time frame you're looking at, the more accurate the signals. So you could see Bitcoin, this green dot called the bottom of Bitcoin. That was the end of the bear market right there on January of 2023. Okay, it called that green dot at 17,000. It called this one right here in October at around 27,000. And it called this most recent one in November. The price was around 64, 65,000. Okay, and then the topping signals are the red dots. Those are the dots we want to be taking profits on. Okay, cashing out. Okay, and then the green ones are the ones we want to be buying on. So we don't buy assets unless the candle or the dot is green on the chart. Okay, and again, you don't want to be buying Bitcoin during this time because we're going down, 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 down. As traders, we want to trade with the trend. Okay, and again, this thing is called the bottom of Bitcoin all the way since the back in 2015. I mean, the price was like $300 right here in 2015. It went all the way up to 20,000. It called it right here in April. That was at around $3,000, $4,000. That was April of 2019. It went all the way up to 70. So the first and most important rule is that we have a green dot or a green candle on the monthly chart. Okay, we drop a watch list every single week on Friday. If you guys missed Friday's watch list, you guys can watch that right here inside the watch list tab. I just updated the watch list. Today is Monday, the time I'm recording this, but you can click on this link right here and get access to all these names. All these names on the green list, this is this list right here that we cover on a weekly basis, have a green dot or a green candle on the monthly chart. Okay, they're all going to be green. Look at STZ. STZ is green here on the date on the monthly. Okay, you got DJT is actually red. These are positions that I'm in, but CLSK is green. Okay, 90% of these are going to be green on the monthly or very oversold. Okay, Chainlink is also red, but again, it's coming into that moving average. So there are exceptions. Pepe looks like it's still red as well. So I haven't got a chance to take a look at this yet today. But most of these names, right, 90% of these names are going to be either a green candle or a green dot on the monthly chart. That's the first thing we're looking for. Okay, so I want you guys to understand this as we go through your requests of what we're looking for. And then once we get the daily green dot or the green candle on the monthly chart, we're looking to buy the day of the green dot on the daily chart. So again, we're focused on a monthly and a daily chart. So right now, QUBT has a green candle here on the monthly. So what are we doing? We're in here on the daily, and we're looking to enter on these green dots. This would have been a great entry right here at $5. Baidu's another one. Baidu has been green for, that green candle came right there in January. Okay, that had a nice move today. Again, looking to enter the day of the green dot as long as the monthly chart is green. Okay, CELH, again, this is probably my top pick. This has been my top pick for the last, couple weeks to a month now. But CELH was all the way up here at 100. It pulled all the way back into that 100 EMA. Remember, that's the 8-year average. The average price over 8 years pulled all the way back. Okay, and it has a green candle. No green dot yet, but I'm thinking that thing's probably going to come here by the end of March. I called this one out on Friday, guys. Or I called this one out back here on a couple Fridays ago on that green dot right there at 25. Boom. Nice 10, 11% move today. That's got a lot of meat on the bone. A lot of meat on the bone. So again, we want the confirmation of the green dot or the green candle on the monthly, and then we switch to the daily, and we look for these green dots here on the daily chart. This is the day we should have been buying CELH right here at $25. That was the day you should have took the trade. So after we get the monthly confirmation, we are then looking to the daily for that green dot confirmation. Okay, we want to buy the day of the green dot. Okay, and then where we take profits up here in the red zone, okay, of the Fibonacci. If you guys don't know what a Fibonacci is, I have a free trading course over here. There's about 7 or 8 videos. But this one right here, this video, this is not my video. This is just some guy on the internet. Again, this course is completely free. You guys can come watch this video right here. He explains the Fibonacci zones very, very well. But where we are looking to sell is these big red dots up here inside of the red zone. Okay, that's where we want to be taking profits. So we're buying down here, and we're holding till price gets either back up here. You could always take profits, right, if it goes up to $60. If CELH goes up to 60 here, it's going to, right, that's a 100% move. So you can always take profits along the way. But ideally, we want to be selling up in the red zone on that Fibonacci, which is part of our trading indicator. So that was the perfect time to sell back there in May. I'll show you a few other examples. Bitcoin also should have been selling right here in January. Okay, you got the red dot right there in the red zone, taking profits. Okay, XRP, boom, taking profits right there. Red dot inside of the red zone, right up there at 330. It pulled all the way back. So you can, of course, take profits on the way up as long as you want. But if you're getting a red dot up here in the red zone, you should not be buying. You should be taking profits. Okay, same thing with BBAI here. Okay, this thing was all the way up here in the red zone back here in February. Gave you a red dot. What did it do? It sold from 10 all the way down here to $3. So that's the buy and hold strategy, right? That's the strategy we use here on this channel. We are swing traders 1 to 6 months out. So if I say buy something and it goes down the next day, I get trolled for it on TikTok. I really don't care because people just don't understand what we're trying to do here. Okay. If you're buying something, okay, you got to be willing to hold it for at least a month minimum. So if we go over something today and I say this looks good and it goes down next week, we shouldn't care because our vision is 1 to 6 months out. So that's the trading rules. And the last thing I actually want to include in here is to never exceed more than 20% of your total portfolio in one position. So if you have 5 different names with a total of 20% in each of the 5 names, that's 100% of your portfolio. So you should never put 100% of your account into one name, right? We want to be diversified into at least 5. Okay, some people use the 10% rule, but the 20 is just the maximum I would recommend. Never put more than 20% of your portfolio in any one name. Okay, if you have 20% in 5 names, that's a portfolio of 5 stocks. That's just about where I'm sitting right now. Stocks and crypto, right? Link, Snap, CLSK, DJT, STZ. I got 5 names right now. Okay, I don't want to get over that, right? Because it just gets too complicated. You could have up to 10, right? 10 would be a 10% allocation, but I just like to have the general rule of never exceeding more than 20% of your total portfolio in your position. If you don't feel good about a position, you probably have too much money in that position. Okay, 9 times out of 10, you have too much in that position. That's why you're worried about it. If you're not overextended in a position, you shouldn't be worried about it. That's just it. And that 20% rule is a great rule. Something I miss is we also want to sell on that red dot. Okay, we want to sell on that red dot as well. So those are the trading rules, guys. If you guys got questions about that, again, I have a free trading course right here you guys can take for those of you that are new, or if you guys are still here and want to review some stuff, right? Adding videos to that every now and then. And yeah, so let's get into these requests. If we have some time at the end of stream, I will take some from the chat as well, so stick around to the end. But if you are a member here, just get them over here in the chat request thread, and there I will cover them without a doubt. We go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every single week. Mondays and Wednesdays are for chart requests, and Fridays are our watch list videos. So for those of you that are new and still here, welcome aboard. And let's go ahead and dive in here. We got the first request from Brian here for Doge. What is Doge doing? So Doge is falling off a cliff here. Okay, we want to wait for either the green dot or a green candle to pop up here. If you pop in here to the daily, you can see we're down here inside the bottom golden zone, which indicates normally where we are very, very oversold. What I'm watching for on Dodge right now is just a hold 15. Okay, but what we want to do is we just want to wait for that confirmation of either a green candle or a green dot. Okay, a green candle or a green dot. I think April is going to be a huge month for cryptocurrency. I think that's when we're going to start seeing some green dots and green candles here on the monthly. We've pulled back for 3 or 4 months now, and that's normally a good sign. That's normally, look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months of pulling back. Rip. 1, 2, 3, 4 months of pulling back. Okay, so April's going to be big. So what I would do on Doge, if you're in the position, I'd just continue to hold it here. Okay, and then just wait for a green dot or a green candle to add there on that monthly. We got SHIB. SHIB's probably going to be the same thing. What I'm noticing on SHIB here is it's down into a very, very important support level there at 0.000001. Again, going to watch April. April's going to be a big month for crypto, I believe. I believe April's going to be the bottom here on the macro. I think we're going to start seeing some green candles and green dots here. I like that the stochastic RSI, that light blue line's getting close to the floor there. If you're in this position, I would just continue to hold it, and I would look to buy it again once we get the green candle or the green dot here on the monthly chart. But that 0.00001 level is going to be a big, big support level. That's kind of right around where we bounced here last time. So let's wait for confirmation there on the monthly. XRP is green on the monthly, but it does have a red dot. So how we're playing this is we're using the low of this month's candle, which is around 190. Okay, you want to use a stop loss at 190. You're going to want to make sure that holds. And we did get the buy signal here back on Thursday, and that was around, what was that around? That was around 220. It's sitting at 234 right now. Again, this was a great time to be selling XRP here. Again, red dot in the red zone here is where we want to take profits. Great time to be taking profits there. I do like the fact that it's right into the 100-day moving average, so I'd just be watching 190. As long as XRP can hold 190, I don't think it's a bad play. Again, with this red dot here, I don't think it's a bad place to take some profits, but I, without a doubt, would have a stop loss set at 190 if I'm holding XRP, because I do not want to ride that thing back down here to the 4-year average. Again, where did it pull back to? It pulled back into that 8-year moving average that we were talking about here at the beginning of the video. We were buying XRP in August, guys. We were buying XRP at 50 cents. So the easy money has been made, in my opinion. Right now, the risk to reward is completely off the table. Okay, if you're entering up here. I mean, the risk to reward, you have to use a stop loss at 190. Okay, you absolutely have to have a stop loss at 190, and that's just coming off that red dot right there. Again, if there's a red dot on the chart, on the monthly, it's not a bad place to take some off if you're using our strategy. Because again, you were in right here on the green dot if you're using our strategy. You were entering right here at 50 cents. So right now, from that green dot, you're literally up 330%. If I'm up 330% on a position, I'm taking some profits. Okay, I'm taking some off the table. I'm not going to sit here and pray for $10,000 a coin. Is that going to happen? I have no idea. Okay, I just like to read the charts and I just like to play the technicals. So what I'd recommend on XRP is just using a stop loss right there at around 190. MRK, this is on the watch list. So this one was covered on Friday, and you can see it has a green candle here. I like the fact that the wave is down here. When you guys see this blue wave way down here, okay, that means we're very oversold. Okay, and this thing is very oversold. This thing's gone down from 130 all the way down here to 90. Okay, all we're missing now is a green dot, but I would be anticipating this playing that green candle right there, and you can easily use a stop loss right there at 90. Oh, this is, I'm sorry. Are you talking about the MRK? Yeah, okay. You are talking about the healthcare company. So this is a healthcare company. It's sitting where? It's sitting right on its 8-year average. So let's see, the last time it hit the 100 EMA, that's that white line, was right back here in 2018. Okay, it went from 50 all the way up to, I mean, it went all the way up to 133. So that was a 200% move there. So you're getting it into that average, guys. And why are those averages important? Okay, why are those averages important? Because of our strategy, right? We want to buy at the average or down below the average. So you got to determine which average you're playing. And right here, you would be playing this 8-year moving average. This is the average price over the last 8 years. This is a great time to be looking for a trade if you want to go long on the company. Okay, I really like MRK here. I would wait for a green dot here on the daily to take your trade. I think you could probably see one sometime around tomorrow if you're playing this one. I do like it. I do like the healthcare play here. With a stop loss, I put a stop loss at 89 on that, but I'm thinking you could see a green dot on this one come April. Okay, and again, this is a healthcare play here. Okay, this is a healthcare play. Let me turn the fib off. So you can see it's right into that white line. Bounces on the white line, bounces on the 100 EMA, bounces on the 50 EMA. Now it's bouncing right there off of the 100 again, and all you got to do is use a stop loss at 90. And again, I'd be looking to enter on the next daily green dot. I'm guessing that's probably going to come tomorrow, but I think there's going to be some upside for MRK. That is a healthcare play. Okay, that is a healthcare play, and their earnings look really good. Okay, their earnings, they're making about $16 billion a quarter. So MRK looks really good. I really like that name. I'm going to move that one up to the top of my list here, actually. I got to start my favorites list for this week. A lot of changes in the Discord, guys. I apologize. I've been very busy trying to make all this stuff happen, but MRK looks really good. I like CELH here, too. Okay, there's a lot of names, so I got to go through and organize that. I like Intel. Intel's up 6% today. That's another one we called out last week. I mean, the watch list was hitting today, folks. The watch list was absolutely just hitting today. But MRK looks good. I really like that. I really like that chart there. Looks really good. Let me see here. Easy way. There we go. OXY. OXY. That one's still red on the monthly. So it has a red dot showing up here. I would just use a stop loss at 44. Okay, you can see that's where we're bottoming. If I turn that fib back on, okay, you can see, boom, we're bouncing on the green line on the daily. Bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. It's got a green dot today, so you should have been buying this today. Go ahead and move your stop loss up to 46. I like the trade. Okay, that looks good. Okay, technically it still has a green dot because this month hasn't closed. So as long as it can hold on to 45, I think you take the trade there on OXY. I put a stop loss at $45. ACHR. This is an aviation company. It looks a little toppy to me. Okay, looks a little toppy. I'd want to see either a green candle or a green dot show up here on the monthly. So watch this one. Let's look at the daily on this. So it's hitting the 50 right now. If you're gonna play this, honestly, I would set a really tight stop. A really tight stop loss, probably around right there at 750. 750, but lots of red candles, lots of wicks, so not too sure. They don't look like they're making a lot of money either. They're not making any money, actually. So personally, I would stay away from that. Coca-Cola, that's a good one, though. Coca-Cola is a great company. What's that doing on the monthly? Okay, so the monthly's pretty extended here off of the averages. You can see it had a green dot last month. Nice big move up. Let's look at the daily. See, we're in the red zone. So I'd be looking to take profits. This was me. If you want to set a stop loss, I'd put it right there at 68. 68 on the stop loss, but you should have been taking profits up here against the red line on the fib. Okay, great place to be taking profits there at 73. Again, if you got in at the beginning of the month, you were in at 63. That's a nice 10, 15% trade on Coca-Cola. KELLA. Okay, that one's also looking toppy. Very toppy. I don't know what this thing does, but you can't even really trade that one. Okay, I'd take profits on that one as well. I'm going to go ahead. You guys keep it to 3 requests over here in the Discord. I want to make sure to be respectful of everybody's time. Again, we do these videos Monday and Wednesday, so if I missed your request, just feel free to put them back in if I missed them, if you guys are watching the replay, and I'll cover them. But with that being said, please try to limit it to 3 requests per person. Per day, at least. Per day. We got Comp, C-O-M-P, from left hand. Comp is a position I was stopped out on recently. And again, waiting for the green candle or that green dot. Algorand. Algorand's also red here on the monthly. We want to wait for the green candle or green dot. I would be holding at this point. Okay, waiting for the green candle or the green dot reversal. I think April's going to be a big, big month for cryptocurrency here. You can see the daily chart is down here inside of the golden zone, which generally is a great place to be buying here on the daily. Again, up here in the red zone, you're always like, damn, I wish I was buying down here. So I'd just be holding this one. I'd be patient and then just wait for that next green dot. I think April, you're going to see a green candle open up here on Algorand there. So wait for the green candle with the green dot there to enter that one going into next week or next month. And the candle could flip green this month as well. Here's AAGTX. So that one's breaking down. I would sell this one. I don't like that one. I would like to buy that one more near the 50 right there at 18. OwnB. Bitwise. I don't know what that thing is. Bitwise Funds. Bitcoin Standard. Looks like a new Bitcoin ETF. Interesting. So there's no data on any of my charts because it's so new. But this looks like a brand new ETF. So ETFs are launching in the crypto space, which is good. That's a good thing for crypto. I can't tell you what's going on though because I don't got any data on my chart. Atom's down here at a very important support level, and it's breaking out over the 9 here. It did have the golden dot. So one thing I will say is if it has a golden dot, it's still going to be on my watch list because the golden dots are probably the most bullish indication that you can get from the indicator. If you guys ever see a gold dot on your indicator, that is the most bullish indication you can get. So I know that it has a red monthly right now, but it does have a golden dot. So that is an exception to buy. Again, if you were buying right there, you're buying around $3.80. It's sitting right now at $4.60. So that was a nice 30% trade already, and that's got a lot of room to go back up there to 10. So I'm still a buyer of Atom here at these levels. I think you're probably going to find a bottom down here around $4. And if you get a green dot there, I would just average down in April. But I like the hammer candle. I like the fact that it's gold there on the daily. I think Atom is still a solid play here. Solana. Solana don't look too good on the monthly. Okay, I do like the fact that the stochastic's getting a little lower. We're into this very, very important support level. If you're still holding Sol, I'd put a stop loss at $100. If $100 breaks, that thing's going down. Let's check the daily real quick. Again, we're down here up against the fib. So if you're looking at a daily chart, right, the Fibonacci, that's normally a good place to be buying is down here in the golden zone. Okay, down here means we're very oversold. Very oversold. Nice move up. Okay, so when we're down here, right, it's just one of those places where you just want to pay attention. I do think, again, these crypto charts can flip in April. I think we're up against some very important support levels. $100 would be my stop loss on Solana here, but I'd be waiting to buy this one until you either see a green candle or a green dot there on the chart. It's very possible that we could bounce here going into the end of the month in May. Again, these monthly candles form every single month, once a month. So we still have 13 days left in March. So if we pump back up to 150, this candle is going to flip to green. So it's something to pay attention to, and it looks like we're trying to find a bottom here on the daily chart. So I'd be watching, yeah, 100 to 110. I'd be watching those levels. MDB. MDB, that's got a big fat red candle there. These guys are actually pretty interesting. I think they're a robotics company, but they do very good on their earnings. They're making money. They're beating their earnings. We're down below the 50, down below the 4-year average right now. So this thing's very cheap. If you want to play it, I would use a stop loss right at the bottom of that red candle right there at 172. 172. I mean, this is just playing the frickin' the punch down here. It's down 30% this month. That's a pretty big overreaction. I'd be waiting for a green candle or a green dot. Wait for April. Wait to see how April opens up here. If you want to look at it on a daily, I just watched that 170 level where we bounced, or where we're trying to bounce there. NBIS. Okay, so that's red on the monthly as well. So what you want to do is get in here to the daily, and what you want to do is set a stop loss at this low right here. That's been support, that's been support, that's been support right there at 24. It did give you a green dot here, what was that, in January? And now 2 red candles. So you just want to make sure the low of this month at 24 holds. I put a stop loss right there at 24 if you played the green dot here. Just make sure it holds on to 24. CZR. CZR. This one's way down below. This is Caesars Entertainment. Guys, I've been looking at these casino stocks, and yeah, they look very oversold, but I don't think, look at their earnings. They're losing money, guys. They're not, when you see those red E's here, okay, that means they're losing money. They missed on their revenue. They missed on their revenue. They missed on their, that's not a good thing, right? You look at something like Amazon, they're beaten, right? They're beaten, right? They only made $150 billion last quarter. Right? They're beating. You want to see green down here on the stock. Something like Caesar, yeah, it's a huge casino, but people aren't really gambling right now, right? In this economy, people don't have the money to gamble. And if they are gambling, they're idiots. Okay? So I don't know. I've seen videos on TikTok of Vegas and stuff. They're just, the casinos are empty. So that's not good for the stock. So I personally avoid casino stocks right now. I just don't think people are spending money on that kind of stuff. I don't think people are really traveling a whole lot and things like that with where the economy is. And that could change. But if you want to play Caesar, just wait for the green candle or the green dot. Here's QBT. This is quantum computing. This name was up 13% today. This one was on the watch list. I'm watching $5. And that had a really nice breakout here today, too. Huge breakout. You can move your stop loss up. I keep it right there at 5. Because, again, you should have been in on this green dot right here at around 520. So I keep it right there at 5 and watch for that one to explode back up there to $25. Quantum computing stocks are doing very well right now. QSI was also another one that broke out really big today. That's another quantum computing stock. It does have the red dot on the monthly, but the candle is green. So you're playing the low there of the candle at 114. Because again, we have 13 days left in March, meaning this candle, right, we could get some more price action to the upside, and this dot could fade away. So looks like they didn't have a very good earnings either, but they are making a little bit of money. So, interesting play there. You could creep your stop loss up if you want to. I keep it at $1 right now. I just hold it at $1. That's the bottom of the monthly candle here. Oh, this is QSI. You were asking about QBT. Yeah, I keep the stop loss on this one at 5 and let it ride. You can move it up if you want to. Move it up to 6. That's the bottom of the open. And that's probably what I do. Yesterday's candle put a stop loss right there on QBT, but that looks good. It bounced right on the 50 there. Okay, came down at $4, bounced right on the 50. So watch for some continuation on that. Again, it looks like a penny stock. So I don't trade a lot of penny stocks myself. I like to trade big, good quality companies and projects like HBAR. HBAR was the next request here. This one's coming down into the 9 EMA. Let's go back to a different chart here. Okay, so you can see that the 9 EMA normally acts as a solid support level in a bull run. You see the last bull run in 2021, if you guys were around, HBAR went from 3 cents all the way up to 46. It pulled back into that 9 EMA right there and then had one more leg up before it sold off. It's kind of doing the same thing here, right? It had the big breakout over 3 months. Now it's pulled back. Okay, big breakout over 3 months. Now it's pulling back. And it's bouncing right on the 9 EMA right now. So I would use a stop loss on this one at 17 cents. If you look at the daily, that is exactly where we've been bouncing. Okay, we bounced right here on it. We bounced right here on it. Now we're bouncing again, trying to build support. So that monthly support right there at around 17 cents is going to be really big. Okay, you can put it at 16 if you want to be a little less conservative, but it does have a red dot here on the chart. I want to see April open up green and just absolutely rip to the upside, kind of like it did right here back in the last bull run. It went up for 3 months, pulled back, ripped. Okay, up for 3 months, pulled back. Are we going to rip? Are we going to go back up? Has altcoin season started? We will find out here by the end of the year, folks. But I'm still very bullish on crypto, especially altcoins right now. Okay, at these prices. But H-bar looks good. I just used a stop loss, honestly. Put it at 16.5. 16.5 on the stop loss for H-bar. We got Pepe. Pepe's red all the way down. So it's bouncing right there on that 0.05 level. Looking at the daily here, we're breaking out over the 9 today. So that looks good. We just want to see some continuation now. We want to make sure we hold on to that level that we bounced at, right there at 0.005. Again, I'd be watching for this candle to either flip the green or wait for April's candle to see where we open up at. But if you're going to take this trade, I mean, taking it down here off the bottom of the fib isn't a bad place to do it. Okay, that's actually a really good place to buy. If you're looking at a daily chart, I mean, it's literally bouncing right on that Fibonacci level. So, again, just like how we want to sell up here into the red, on the daily chart, we want to buy down here into the green. So this is looking good. Watch for that one to bounce and continue on this week. Again, that monthly chart, 0.0005 is going to be your level you want to watch. XRP we covered. How about VeChain? VeChain trying to bounce on 2 cents. So again, wait for a green candle or a green dot here on the monthly. Daily chart's also bouncing at a very, very important level. Again, last time we were down here at the green line was back here September and November on the daily chart. What did we do? We went from 2 cents all the way up to 8 cents. That was a 400% move in the matter of 30 days. Okay, and we're literally sitting right back down in that zone. So I still like VeChain down here. Again, if you want to wait for confirmation, go ahead, but I don't think we're going to break down below 2 cents. I'd buy this one with a stop loss at 2 cents and watch for April's candle to open up there. See how we open up in April and see how we close the month here. We got Spell also given a red dot. So again, just going to want to wait till April or for that candle to flip. Let's go ahead and look at the daily here. If you're playing this one, I'd use a stop loss right there at 0.005, but I want the confirmation from the monthly. I want that monthly green dot or that monthly green candle there. CRO, this is on the watch list here. I told you guys last week, this is one of my favorite plays right now. I think it's one of the cheapest plays that you can get right now for a good quality altcoin here. It's got a green candle on the monthly chart. So what are we doing? We're in here to the daily now, and we're looking for the green dots to enter. Again, you should have been in here at 8 cents. The gold dot even came on this right here in March at 7 cents. We called that one out. And this thing is slowly grinding up, setting for a move. Setting up for a move right now. Okay, CRO looks really, really good. Okay, I'm dragging that one up to my favorites list too. CRO is solid. CRO is going to be the best one probably you called out. I do like VeChain though too as well. AIOZ. AIOZ. And guys, I'll get some chart requests from the chat once I get through the member requests over here in the Discord. So stick around to the end and I'll take some more requests here after I get through our member requests here. AIOZ. Okay, this thing's gone down for 4 months now, and this one actually had a golden dot as well. So again, these golden dots are 1 to 6 month hold, guys. 1 to 6 month holds on the golden dots. They're not day trades. Okay, 1 to 6 months holds. We're holding until price comes back up here to the red zone. Okay, buying and holding. Okay, so that was a golden dot there, and I like this one too. I actually really like AIOZ. That one would be on my watch list, but I'm not. That one's not on there. I use a stop loss at 20 cents, but I just be buying and holding this thing. I think you're going to open up green in April, and I think you're going to see a big explosion to the upside. I like the fact that the stochastic is getting really low here. So if you see 4 months down in a row, guys, that's an overreaction, right? 4 months down. This thing's never gone down 4 months in a row. It always has a bounce. So I think we're going to get a really big bounce here. If you want to set a stop loss on it, put it right there at around 20 cents. 20 cents on the stop loss for AIOZ. Filecoin, here we go. Okay, that one's still red on the monthly, but what I want to point out on this one on the daily is that we are literally right into that green line. We got the golden dot on this one as well. So the golden dot automatically qualifies it for the watch list. If you get the golden dot, again, that is the ultimate buy signal there, the best buy signal that we can get. And I think you're going to open up a green candle here in April too. Again, I can't say for sure, but we are on a very, very important support level right now. Okay, Filecoin has always bounced at $3. You can see it bounced there, bounced there, bounced there, it bounced there. Okay, come all the way back here to, what was this? This was back in 2023. Bounced at $3, bounced at $3, bounced at $3, bounced at $3. Okay, we are on a huge support level here for Filecoin. And let me see if this thing's actually on Binance here. Yeah, so we're on a huge support level. Again, if you want to wait for the green dot confirmation, go ahead. But I like the fact that we are breaking over the 9 EMA. And I would have been entering here if I wanted to own this off the golden dot there last Thursday at like 250, 270. Okay, you're already up around 10% on the trade. So again, buying and holding until we get back up here at the red zone. Because in the red zone, right up here, this is always when you're like, damn, I wish I was buying down in this area, right? On the daily. Okay, so again, we're focused on a monthly and a daily chart here, guys. We take both of them into consideration. But Filecoin looks good right there above 3. Vet we covered. How about DE? Deere and Company. So this one's sitting pretty far off its average. I'd personally be selling some. If you want to use a stop loss, use it right there at 460. You could even move it up a little bit to call it 465. Definitely set your stop loss at 465. It did have a green dot here today, but the green dot is up here in the red zone. Okay, I don't want to buy the green dots in the red zone. I typically want to sell up in this red zone up here. Okay, this was a great place to buy Deere right here at 405 or 400. Okay, again, you got the green dot right here back in September of 2024 at 390. You're already up 25% on a good blue chip stock like Deere, but I'm taking profits on Deere. I'm sorry. MSFT, Microsoft. This one's still red and coming down. So I'm waiting for a green candle or a green dot on Microsoft. I think that one could potentially come back down into the 4-year average right there at around 320. What's the daily saying? The daily's just kind of chopping around doing the hoobly blah. Okay, I'd just be waiting for that one to come back down and give us some confirmation. Either a green dot or a green candle. Okay, green dot or a green candle. If you're trading it on the daily, you just want to make sure that 376 holds. 376 needs to hold. That would be my stop loss. Again, that's the bottom of the monthly candle we're sitting at right now. But typically when price breaks that 9 EMA on the monthly, it normally comes back down. Last time it touched the 50 was right here in December of 2022. It gave you a green dot. Boom, in February, right there at 250, and it ripped all the way up to around 472. So this one looks like it could keep melting down. We'll see how tech does. How did QQQ do today? QQQ is still red, but QQQ was up today. So QQQ actually crossed there over that 9 EMA. So that's a good sign for tech. We'll see if we hold on to these levels this week. Snap. Snapchat, I'm still holding the bag on this one. This was more of a longer-term play for me. I was entering right here in January is when I started to build my position. I like the fact that it's bouncing down here on the on that green line on the fib. You can see the last 2 times we bounced was back here in 2024. We bounced there, and we ripped all the way up to around, I think the high was at like 13. Okay, and again, great time to be buying back here in 2023. Also a good time to be buying right here in 2023. So the last 2 years, right, that green line has been a great place to buy. I averaged down on my position right here at 830. So I bought more of the contracts that I was trading. I think we could see a bounce here. I like the fact that the weekly chart is opening up green. Okay, the weekly looks good. The weekly's oversold. The daily's oversold. And the monthly's oversold. I think Snapchat is a great company. That's why I'm buying it. They're one of the largest social media companies out there. Gen Z, it is very popular. So I think you're going to get some green into the end of the year on Snap. And again, I'm buying and holding this thing for 1 to 6 months. So I'm watching for a green dot on the monthly. I'd wait for that confirmation. But the fact that we bounced on this green line again here, we literally tapped it and bounced perfectly. Okay, tapped it and bounced, tapped it and bounced. So this is a long. and I still like it. And it broke above $9 today. So if we can get up over that 9 tomorrow, I think you're going to see this thing go for a ride. It's very oversold on every time frame right now. Coin. Yep, we'll take some requests from the chat here, guys. Once we get to our member requests here. If you guys got requests, drop them over here in the Discord under the chart request thread. That Discord link, Nightbot's dropping it there. Let me just go ahead and drop it for you guys here. Guys, we're live Monday and Wednesday answering these requests. I will take some from the live chat here at the end of stream, so stick around if you guys aren't a member, and I will take a few from the live chat. I just want to make sure to take care of our members first. We got Coinbase here. That one's still red on the monthly. Let's look at the daily here on Coin, and it is trying to bounce here. I'd like to see it get over that 9 EMA. It's trying to build support right there at 175. So, again, April, I think, is going to be a big month for crypto. I think you're going to see the reversal happen there in April. I would just be watching, honestly, 160 is the level I'd be watching here on Coinbase. So that was the previous support right back here. Okay, previous support was 160. So it could dump all the way back into that, or we could get a move higher here. Again, it's all just going to depend on how crypto moves. I want to see this thing break out over the 9 there on Coinbase. Watching 160 on that one. DLTR, the Dollar Tree. Very nice, Joey. Got stopped out at 10 and back in at 8. Perfect. Perfect, man. Dollar Tree, I don't like this one, dude. I don't think these guys are making much money anymore. I don't think people really shop here too much anymore, but I'd use $60 as your... I know it has a green dot here on the monthly, but that green dot tells you that, hey, this better hold, right? That $60 level better hold. I guess they're doing all right. They're making some sales. They're making about $7 billion a quarter, so it is very oversold. I just make sure this one holds on to 60. 60 is going to be a big support there for DLTR. We got NNE, Nuclear Energy. Okay, that one's green there on the monthly. This is a new kind of like energy that's coming out, nuclear energy. I'm not too educated on it or anything, but I just be holding this one until you see that red dot there on the chart. Okay, and keep inching your stop loss up. So I'd probably use my stop right now at 27.50 on the stop. The stochastic is touching that white dotted line there, so that's not a place to take some off the table. But again, watch for some continuation. I just leave my stop loss right there at, call it $28 on the stop loss for NNE. And that one's probably still a hold. I don't know too much about the company. So, yeah, you'd have to do your fundamental research there. We got Rainmere for VLE. What's going on? My brother from Canada. That one's got a green candle on the monthly. This one's up in the red zone, though, so I'd be looking to take profits up here. I'm profit taking up here. If you want to set a stop loss, I'd put it at $7. Just put it at $7. If it breaks 7, sell it. If it comes up here to 8.50, sell it. Okay, you pick your poison. But up here in the red zone, it's too late. Okay, you're too late. Okay, you should have been buying right here on March 7th at 685 if you wanted to play it. Bounced nicely off the 100, and now it's heading up there for, looks like it's heading up there for 850. So I'd put a stop loss at 7. If 7 breaks, you need to sell it. Okay, the stochastic RSI, that light blue line, when that touches the white dotted line, that's normally a good time to take some profits, just like it did back there at 850. I like to bounce off the 100 EMA. Just watch 850 here. I've heard of SolX. Yep, that's I think that's a play on chip makers, I believe. ICP is still red on the monthly, so wait for that red, or wait for the green or green candle or green dot there on the monthly. FET, same thing. Okay, big 4-month sell-off. I actually get excited after we sell off for 4 months like this. You can see right here in March, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was a 5-month sell-off, and then it just ripped. So if you're still holding this thing, I would just wait for a green dot to average down on your position, a green dot or a green candle. Again, I think April is going to be a big month for crypto based on the monthly charts here. RGTI. This is a quantum computing play as well here. Quantum computing, again, big, nice bounce off the what? It bounced right off that 9 EMA right there. Bounced right off that 9 EMA right there. This one's looking good. It just broke up over the 50, so I continue to hold this one till it gets back up here to 20, and I just use a trailing stop loss. So I'd probably put the stop loss right there at 8. You can move it up if you want to 9. I put it at 9. Okay, 9 on the stop loss there just to protect your capital. Beautiful, beautiful move there. It's got a red dot there on the monthly, so I would just use a stop loss. Yeah, call it 850. 850 on the stop loss. That's the opening candle here, and watch for some continuation there. But 850 has to be your stop loss there on the RGTI. We got Algo. We already covered Algorand. Ondo Finance, still red. Okay, still red. Let's wait for that green candle or that green dot there on Ondo. SoFi. SoFi's coming down. It's tapping its 4-year average right now. Yes, it has a red dot. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set a stop loss. If you're playing SoFi, use your stop loss right here at around, I'd put it at $11. $11. We need to break out here. Okay, over the next couple days, SoFi needs to break out. I like the fact that it's bouncing right on that 50 EMA there. That's the 4-year moving average right there on the monthly chart. Just make sure that thing holds on. Put your stop loss at $11. And again, you got a red dot on the monthly chart, so you got to keep that in mind. Okay, red dots on the monthly chart typically are where we like to take some profits. Okay, if you have a red dot there, you have to set a stop loss at 1090, okay, because you do not want to sit through something like this. Okay, so 1090, major support level. That thing needs to hold, and I would just be watching the daily here for some continuation to the upside on SoFi. I like the fact that it's sitting right at its 4-year average, though, so 1090 is a big support for SoFi. We got Riot. Riot Blockchain. That one I can't see. Still red. Still red here on the monthly. The miner I like, guys, the miner I'm playing is CLSK. CLSK is the only one with a green dot or a green candle on the monthly right now. That's a crypto miner. I've seen Riot request it. I've seen Mara request it again. It just doesn't have that confirmation yet of a green candle, but it is trying to find a bottom here. Okay, it is trying to find a bottom here. I would just make sure this thing holds on to $6 if you're going to play it. Again, that green line is always a great place to purchase. Right, you got it right there at around 660 last time the green dot came. Went from 6 all the way up there to 15, 16 bucks. Okay, now it's trying to bounce here off of around 7. You could actually move your stop loss up to 7 if you wanted to play it. But again, still green on, or I'm still red on the monthly, so I want to see the monthly confirmation. I want to see that we're going higher on a monthly basis. And we got H-bar, we already covered this, trying to bounce right there on the 9 EMA. Again, let's wait for April on that one. And watch 16. Algo, we covered ADA Cardano. Okay, Cardano's still green and holding here on the monthly. 60 cents is the big support there for Algorand. Huge support there for Algorand. And again, the dot is still green. The candle is green. We got 13 days left in the month of March. Again, that thing's building a nice support here above 60. You could even move your stop loss up a little bit if you wanted to 65, but I keep it right there at 60. I'd look to buy this one. Again, as long as the candle is green or the dot is green on the monthly, we want to be looking to buy the daily green dots. So you could have bought this right here at 74, and you're going to be able to get another buying opportunity here, I think, in the next couple days on Cardano. And that one also had a golden dot as well. Okay, so this is how fast this golden dot worked last time. March 1st, it came right there at 64. That was on Saturday. On Sunday, it went up 100%. It went from 60 all the way to 120. Getting it up here in the red zones where we want to sell. So that's a good example of okay, we don't always hold for a month, 1 to 6 months. If something goes up 100% in a day, definitely take some profits. Sell 25%, especially if it's in the red zone like that. That was a great time to take a little bit off the table there and cash out if you played that golden dot there. Again, I still think 60. ADA above 60 looks really good here. ADA above 60 still looks really good. I'd be looking to buy this thing on the next daily green dot if you didn't buy that one already. Please advise on how to download it and include the auto fib. So if you guys shoot me an email, overkill@overkillinvesting.club. Okay, overkill@overkillinvesting.club. I'll get you guys straight with the indicator. If you guys have the indicator, my email is right here inside of the trading indicator tab. You guys can email me. Again, my email is overkill@overkillinvesting.club. I'm going to be sending the updated version of the indicator after this stream today. Okay, that's going to be the one with the EMAs. All we did was add 2 EMAs. The yellow line is the 50 EMA, and this line right here is the 100 EMA. So if you're looking at a monthly chart, This is the 4-year average, and this right here is the 8-year average. And then the orange line, of course, that's the one we've been using. That is the 9 EMA, the 9-month moving average. So that's like the yearly moving average, right? Typically 9 months. I know there's 12 months, but the 9 is a very popular one used among a lot of traders. So the 9, the 50, and the 100, I will send that link out after the video. And if you guys have any questions about the indicator, just shoot me an email. And again, if you guys do not have the indicator, you guys can go ahead and click on this link right here. Takes a couple of clicks, and everything that I use in today's video, everything we're talking about, the red and green dots, the EMAs, right, the Fibonacci zones, everything will load directly up into your TradingView account. So just shoot me an email and I'll get you straight. Or shoot me a message in the Discord too. That always works too. What else do we got here? Yep, shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. Shoot me an email. XOD from Let's on the stocks. Exodus. That one looks ugly on the monthly. Okay, but it is breaking out there on the daily. If you want to play that breakout, I'd use a stop loss at 25. RVLV. Looking at the monthly here, things getting rugged right now. So I'd wait for, again, that green dot confirmation on the monthly or a green candle to trade that one. LW. There you go. So these guys are decent sized company. They make about $1 billion a quarter. They're sitting way down here right now. I mean, this thing was up at 120 here. Not sure what these guys do. Let's check it out. Okay, another member feature we have is this research tool. So if you guys ever don't know what a stock is, a stock or a crypto is, all you got to do is come over here to the research tool, type in /info, then go LW. For example, this is the stock we're looking up. You click on it and you hit enter. Okay, and that will pull up everything that the stock or the cryptocurrency does. You could see that it is a leading company in global food processing, in the global food processing sector, specializing in the production and distribution of frozen potato products such as fries, chips, and hash browns. I love me some hash browns. Okay, it's a $7.5 billion company, 10,000 employees. I'd say this looks really good. I'd say this is a good call out here. And it's got a green dot or a green candle right there. Looks like they missed on their revenue a little bit last quarter. That could be why their stock sold off so hard. But, I mean, if you believe in this company, I'm going to actually add this one to the watch list here. If you believe in the company, right, then you should be buying this one here on this green candle. Let's look at the daily, and the daily's trying to break out here as well. So it's got a green dot today, so you should have been entering here today. And like I said, I'd use a stop loss. Probably put the stop loss right there at $48. If it breaks 48, we're going lower. But as of right now, this is showing a sign of a reversal. See the green candle and the big move up? Boom. That's what we're looking for. Okay? 1 to 6 month holders. I think that green dot could be on the chart here in April if we can hold on to 48. 48's your stop loss there on LW. But thank you for the request. Looks like they're from Eagle, Idaho. I've been there before. But I wonder how these food companies, are going to do now that we're not buying potatoes and stuff from other countries, right? Trump's trying to bring everything in-house and not rely so much on other companies. So this company could potentially benefit a little bit from the tariffs and things like that. So good request there for LCX, or I'm sorry, LW. QBTS from Left Hand. This thing's doing the Ripsky. Like I said, these quantum computing stocks are doing very well. But now that this one's up here against the red line, you want to be taking profits. Again, you should have been entering right here on March 12th at $5. It did the Ripsky all the way up there to around 12. So that was a 100% move. You doubled your money right there. Now take profits and don't be greedy. Okay, take profits and don't be greedy. I would sell QBTS here. LAES. Seal Corps. That one looks good. Looks really, really good. Okay. I don't know what this one is either. Let's look this one up. LAES /info LAES. This one is in the technology realm, focusing on the development and hardware solutions of Internet of all things, IoT industry. Interesting. $351 million company, so it's a pretty small company. IoT deployments. Not too sure on what IoT is. Internet of Things industry. But $2 would be your level you want to watch. It's bouncing around pretty hard here. I'd move my stop loss probably up to 3 now if you want to play that thing. Got a nice range up there to $9 though, and I really like the monthly here. So it's bouncing right on that 9 EMA. I'd use a stop loss on that one at $3 if you want to play it, but that one does look good. That one does look really good. CRO we covered. Guys, this is one of my favorite looking crypto charts right now. It has that green candle here, bouncing on a very nice support right there at 7 cents. I think this one's going to have a very, very good April and May. I think April and May are going to be huge for CRO. Great quality project here, crossing over the 9. Right now, we're just going sideways. So that sideways action, okay, smart money, okay, just going sideways. No one's talking about it. Again, when everyone's talking about it, we don't want to buy it. Okay, we want to buy when nobody's talking about it. They call this the stealth phase, the smart money phase, when we're just going sideways. Okay, CRO right now looks really, really good here on the monthly. And I would just set a stop loss at the bottom of that candle, right there at 0.06. Call it 0.065 for the stop loss on CRO, but that looks really, really good. All we need is a green dot, and I think you could see that here come April. What else we got? Yep. So Taji, I think that's how you say her name. I apologize. On the alerts, some show crossing above and some say crossing, or are they all moving? So I explained all of this in today's video here. I'll actually drop this for you here. But this video right here, this is going to go over all the indicator and all the alert updates for you guys. This is in the latest tab. It's called Trading Indicator and Discord Alert Updates for March 17th, 2025. Okay, I'll go ahead and link you this. Boom. Okay, so you guys can go check that video out as well. But that's going to explain all the new alerts in there. I go over every single alert. The trade updates were alerted. So we're now going to be getting alerts on when we hit these monthly moving averages. So like, for example, right here, let's look at AVE. So AAVE, you can see is crossing the monthly 50 EMA. So if I go to AVE, okay, and I look at the monthly chart, you can see, boom, it's crossing the 50 EMA on the monthly chart. That means it's hitting its 50-month moving average. That is the 4-year moving average. So that's what those alerts are going to alert you of now. The green dots, nothing changes. Okay, I explain everything inside that video if you guys want to go watch it. But all these are going to tell us is that, hey, we're hitting the 9-month moving average. Hey, we're hitting the 50-month moving average. Again, the 50-month moving average is the 4-year average. Okay, the 100-month moving average, which is the 100 EMA, which is going to be the white line. Okay, down here, the 8-year moving average. Okay, that's 100 EMA. Look where Bitcoin hit it and bounced last time, right there on the 22nd. Boom, 8-year moving average and bounced. So if Bitcoin were to come back down into that white line again, we would get an alert for that. Okay, typically that's a really good spot to be buying. That 8-year moving average, great time, right? If you're looking at it right now, it's way off of that average. So that was the bottom of the bear market last time, and that's where we bounced. Right now, Bitcoin's been using the 9. Okay, bounced off the 9 there. It's trying to bounce off the 9 here. That's the yearly moving average. Okay, if that breaks, we could assume it's probably going to come down here and touch the 4-year. But I still think Bitcoin looks good here as long as we can hold on to 76 there. So, yeah, go watch that video. That's going to give you guys all the explanation on the new updates to the indicator and also the trade alerts. So that video is right there, and it is also in the latest tab right here in the latest section of the Discord. What else we got here? ARB. ARB. Okay, this one's on the watch list because it had that golden dot there on March, what was that? March 12th. So I would like to see this candle change, but again, a 4-month pullback on a monthly chart is excessive. That's very, very excessive. That's the smart money trying to get everybody out of the asset. Okay, so Robinhood actually listed these guys on their platform, which I think is super bullish because they only have like 23 cryptos that you could trade. But I like this one here with a 4-month pullback and a golden dot. I think this one's a buy. I think it's absolutely still a buy. And I would just be using that stop loss right there at 29 cents where we got that golden dot at. I still like ARB here. Again, the golden dot overrules. The golden dot is going to overrule the monthly candle not being green or the dot not being green. So I'm still a buyer of ARB. That one's going to remain inside the watch list there. ARKM. Okay, again, very excessive pullback here. Understand what you're buying. I've never heard about this thing before, but I'd wait for a green candle or a green dot. Did that one get the golden dot? No, it did not. Okay, so again, wait for the candle to flip green or the dot. HFT. Cash flow. Okay, that one just looks like a rug pull. So again, I wait for the green dot confirmation on that one. Okay, and we're looking at the monthly. If it doesn't have the monthly confirmation, we don't want it unless it has a golden dot on the daily. Okay, red here on the monthly. I'd be careful on this one. Okay, I would definitely, if you're in this one, use a stop loss right there at 2 cents. What's the daily saying? The daily's just going sideways. Again, crypto, I think, is about to break to the upside. I think we're going to see a breakout to the upside over the next couple of weeks, and we're going to get a move higher. I think April is going to be a big month. But again, what am I just read the charts, guys. I can't say. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm never 100%. No strategy is 100%. But I think we're going to find a bottom at some of these levels. I think some of these altcoins are very, very oversold, and it's sitting at really good prices right now. Like we talked about with CRO. Again, Link sitting right on its 4-year average right now. Great time to be buying. That's actually right where we bounced here in September. It's bouncing right on that same average right now. Again, some of these stocks, some of these cryptos have just been hit really, really hard. Filecoin as well. Filecoin is actually below that 50. So I think altcoin season is still coming, guys. I don't even think it's really happened yet. And I think altcoins are going to shock everybody over the next month or so. Okay, a lot of people are very overly bearish right now. We've just sat through a lot of these names. People have sat through a 4-month pullback. So you can see from December, we went down all the way to March. Okay, this is Ethereum's chart. Ethereum's down here below the 5. I still think Ethereum's super cheap. If Ethereum comes down to here at 1,400, that'd be a great buy. But again, this 4-month pullback indicates that we're in despair, right? People just held the bag all the way down, and now people are freaking out. But down here, after a 4-month pullback, I wouldn't be selling if you're still holding. I wouldn't be selling. I would just be holding and looking to buy more. Okay, look for either the candle change or the green dot here to add to your position on these names. Okay, but I still think Ethereum is very, very, very cheap as well. Yeah, we covered H-bar a couple times. I'll take a look at it again for you. It's bouncing right on the 9. So I pointed this out here earlier in the stream. Okay, what did H-bar do in the last bull run? It went up for 3 months, 1, 2, 3. It pulled back for 3 months, 1, 2, 3. It pulled back into the 9 EMA. The 9 EMA is the EMA we've been talking about here, that orange line on our chart. Okay, pulled back into that, and then what did it do? It ripped for another 3, 4 months after that. So it's a very similar pattern forming here. Up for 3 months, pull back into the moving average. Up for 3 months, pull back into the moving average. Okay, it has a red dot, so that's also concerning. That's why we want to set a stop loss right there at 16.50. If H-bar breaks 16.50, it'll most likely come down to 10 to 12 cents. Okay, that's why I would definitely set a stop loss there at 16. I would still be holding here, and I would just set my stop loss at 16.50 on H-bar. Watch April's candle. When April opens up, if it's green, I would buy it. I would buy this bounce off that yearly moving average. Again, the 9 EMA is the orange line, guys. That is the average price over 9 months. It is normally where price will find support. Okay? Boom. In a bull run especially. Okay? So if this is still a bull run, right, we're going to bounce off this average here. I just use 16 as a stop loss. AIOZ, we covered that. QNT. QNT is also red here on the monthly. So what we need to do is we need to use our stop loss with that red dot. Put the stop loss right there at $70. 70 needs to hold there on QNT. Okay, but I would wait for a green candle or a green dot here on QNT. This one hasn't had a very good run. It hardly moved. Hardly moved in that little jump there. So I would just watch the low of this month right there at, call it $65. Oh, we got DOT. Polkadot also 4-month pullback here. Coming right down to where we bounced at last time at 350. It actually already tapped that literally tap that line. That green line on the daily chart, guys, that Fibonacci, that's also part of our trading indicator. Every time it hits that green line, great time to buy, great time to buy, great time to buy. And we're holding, 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 holding until price comes back up into the red zone, just like our sell strategy explains there. And that's where we're looking to take profits. So I still like DOT. I would just stake my holdings there on Coinbase. I probably wouldn't even stake it at this point because, again, I think we're going to break out here. And Polkadot's all-time high was $55. We hardly hit $10 in the last bull run, or in the last move up. That was a quick 20-day pump, and they faded it down. This was all the way up here at $50 back in 2021 in the last actual bull run. So I still like DOT. I would hold it, and I would use a stop loss at call it 350 on DOT. We got Avax. Avax had the golden dot here. That's why it's on the watch list. But it is still red on the monthly. So again, we want to buy the day of the golden dot. Those golden dots overrule everything. If you get a golden dot, that's where we want to buy. You were buying right there at 17. It's sitting at 19 right now. Again, I think altcoins are going to break out here, guys. I think into April, you're going to see a move higher. I would just protect your losses with a stop loss at 16 here on Avax. And if you want to buy it again, wait for a green candle or a green dot here from the monthly. Okay, this last one came here in November at 25. It went all the way up to 57. So wait on that signal. Okay, it should come in April or May is what I'm guessing. GRT. Same thing. 4-month pullback, very dramatic pullback here. They're flushing everybody out. Okay, wait for a green candle or a green dot there. VSCO, Victoria's Secret. They bounced on a nice support level down there at 15. They had a nice earnings. Again, nice bounce off that bottom fib level there. Nice bounce off the bottom fib. Again, that green line, great place to be taking some entries. Okay, it came down there at around 15 back in 2024. It ripped all the way up to 47. It literally bounced right on that line there at 15. So I'd be a buyer of this name right there with a stop loss at, call it $16. 16 on the stop loss. I like Victoria's Secret here. That looks good. Looks like they had a good earnings call too. So I'd be a buyer of VSCO there. We got HIMS. Yep, Chainlink's still my favorite crypto. It's the only one I'm actually holding right now. I sold everything else and put it all into Chainlink there. So I'm staying long on that. That's a long-term play there. HIMS pulled back here into $30. It's got a red dot on the monthly this month, so definitely you want to watch this one. We were saying sell this one up here. Like I was taking profits up here at $70. Again, red dot in the red zone we want to sell. But it is bouncing on a really nice level here. So it actually had a green dot here today. That's very interesting. Let me go ahead and call this one out real quick in Overkill Alerts. HIMS Daily Green Dot. So if that thing's going to bounce here, it needs to hold on to 30. That's your stop loss. Okay, and you got a pretty big range. I like the fact that it pulled back into the 9 EMA. You can see that's where it's been bouncing. It bounced on the 9 there, bounced on the 9 there. It does have a red dot, but that 9 EMA is acting as support right now. So that's the level I'd be watching. And if you're going to play it, you just absolutely need to use a stop loss at that $30 level there on HIMS. What else we got? TGT, Target. Okay, this one's actually at yearly lows right now, guys. At its yearly low. Okay, so here's the last year from March 18, 2024 to now. Okay, you're literally sitting down here on the floor. I don't know what's going on here, but this thing is so oversold right now, dude. I mean, this thing is just ridiculous. I think it's cheap. Honestly, I'd buy Target here. I want to buy Target here. I'm going to go ahead and put that one on the watch list, actually. Because $100 is a very, very important level. Target's going up there on my favorites list. I know it doesn't have a green dot or a green candle yet, but this is a very good company. I mean, they're not going anywhere, dude. My wife will keep them in business, okay? Women love Target. Women love Target. Brandon said people are boycotting Target. Why are people boycotting Target? Okay, they'll get over it. They'll forget about it, and they'll go do something else. They'll go boycott something else eventually. But what happened? What happened, Brandon? Why did they boycott it? I'd watch for a green candle, but this thing's so boycotting or not, dude. They're making $30 billion a quarter. I mean, they're making a shit ton of money. So unless people are going to make up for billions of dollars, I mean, that's just ridiculous to me. I mean, right now it's discounted. Politics, of course. Yeah. Well, people get over that kind of stuff. They always do. Bondage, kids' clothes. Okay. Well, fuck. Well, you just never know with anything anymore, right? Politics or schmolitics. All politics and news aside, the stock is cheap right now. So, I mean, I every woman I talk to, my sister, my wife, everybody shops there. So, you know, if a few people got their hands up in the air and causing a scene, then I don't think they're going to make up for billions of dollars. So I like Target here. I think it's below its 8-year average right now. Again, we're talking about this white line being the 8-year average price over the last 8 years. We're sitting below it right now. So you're getting it at like the 10-year average right now, which is insane. Okay, because this thing was all the way up here at 275. It's sitting at $100 right now. So Target's one I want to look for some long-term options on. And they got earnings coming up here on the 14th. So I like Target. Target's one of the names I'd buy here. I really like it. And I go long on it. Again, I'm 1 to 6 months out. Target might be like a 1-year hold. But screw it, dude. I mean, if this goes back to all-time highs up here at 275, 260, I mean, you're making 150%. I don't know what bondage clothes are. I'm not sure what bondage clothes are. What do you mean by that? Intel from T-Money. Intel's a great play too, dude. I mean, we've been calling this one out since February. Okay, that bounce right there at 18. We had the green dot right there. Had a huge month already this month. Again, I was calling this one out right here on March 12th right there on Wednesday. I mean, guys, this thing's already up 25%. I mean, 28%. Intel's solid. I'd buy any red days on Intel. Any big dramatic sell-offs, I'm putting that one up there in the favorites list there. And these QS and QBT, I'm sorry, but I'm taking those off. Those are just... God, Robinhood was up 7% today. So, yeah, the Bears are getting scared right now. Some of these names were moving really big today. I could see the Bears shivering right now. They're like, oh, my God. Okay, but that was an excellent entry. This was a prime time setup here for Intel. So if you guys are looking at this right now, this is our typical setup, right? You have the green dot on the monthly. That came in February. Okay, we are now in the month of March. So again, we use the monthly and the daily charts. Okay, the monthly and the daily charts. So let me turn the fib off, just not to confuse you guys. So when the monthly dot or the monthly candle is green, okay, monthly dot or monthly candle is green, we want to buy the day of the green dot there on the daily. Okay, that was your entry candle last Wednesday at $20. Okay, this thing's all the way, it went all the way up to 26. That's a 30% move in 3 days. Okay, 3 days. And you can see right here, called it out, clear as day right there in February. This was on our watch list since February when we got that green dot. Okay, again, what happened? We got the green dot there on the daily, 30% move. We got the green dot right here, February 10th. What happened? 19 all the way up to 27. That was a 45, 46% move. So I'm loving Intel right now, right? They're a big, good quality company. They're making a ton of money. Okay, $14 billion a quarter, doing very well. Big, huge company. I love Intel here, and it broke over the 9. Okay, I really like Intel here. Okay, again, we called that thing out. If you guys want to, the video's on my TikTok. I said, hey, buy it right here. Okay, I also said buy it right here in February. But that was a great entry right there last Wednesday at $20. I didn't take the entry, but that was a really nice move. I know some of you did. And that's got a lot of room to go, it looks like. DKS, Dick's Sporting Goods. Okay, that one's red coming down. Red coming down, trying to bounce there off like 190. I'd watch 190 if you want to play that one, but that's got a big fat red candle, so I don't want any part of that. I want to wait for a green candle. RDDT, Reddit, also red, but we're trying to bounce there on the 9 EMA. I just wait for a green candle or a green dot. NU, this was another one banger we called out last week. How much was this one up today? Only 1%. But again, we had the green candle here, okay, on the monthly, and the daily chart gave you that green dot right there. Where? On March 11th, right there at $10. It's up 20% from that time. I still like this one as long as it can hold on to $11. I put a stop loss at 11. Okay, stop loss at 11. Let that thing ride all the way back to 16. NU is a Brazilian bank. Okay, they are a Brazilian bank. And Brazil, with that BRICS alliance, they're on the come up. So watch NU. There were some politicians buying this stock as well, I saw. But again, a bounce on that green line is a great place to buy. If you're looking at a daily chart, that is the bottom of the Fibonacci zone. That is normally a great place to take your entry. When you see these green dots down here up against that, great time to buy, okay, on the daily chart. And again, the monthly candle is green, so we should be in here on the daily chart looking for entries. Okay, and that dot came last Tuesday. It's up 20% from that time. And it looks like it's got some room. My target on that's going to be up there at 16. Coinbase, we covered Tesla. Tesla's sitting right on its 4-year moving average right now. Again, this is where everybody was buying Tesla up here at 490. Okay, where was that? Everyone was jumping for joy about Tesla up here at 500. Everybody was buying it. Everybody was excited about it. Everybody was talking about it. Elon Musk, baby. Yeah. Buy Tesla, buy Tesla, buy Tesla. You guys were buying up here. When everyone was screaming, buy it, that's when the majority of people were buying it. I'm not saying you guys, because again, we don't do that here on this channel. Okay, but everybody was up here buying Tesla back here in December. What did it do? It sold all the way off here. Okay, all the way off. That's a 56% drop from top to bottom. Okay, that means there are some bears. Okay, there's some people crying about it right now. No one wants to buy Tesla right now. And when nobody else wants to buy it, that's generally when I want to buy it. That's generally when I want to look to add to it. And it did get a gold dot there on Wednesday. That was March 12th. This thing could have a little bit more pain in it. Obviously, the politics are affecting this stock as well. So if this thing comes down to like this 8-year, you can see how it bounces on its 8-year. It bounced on the 100 EMA there, and it bounced on the 100 EMA there. If it does that again, comes down here to 173, I think that'd be a great place to buy it. I like it right here off the 4-year. But I think if it comes down to like 170, 180, that's going to be a great place to buy it. Again, we called this green dot out here in June of 2024. The price was 178 when that green dot signal came. And again, it went all the way up to $500. We were selling up here. We were selling Tesla up here. We were not buying Tesla. We do not buy in the red zone. Okay, the red zone is where we take profits. Okay, we want to buy in the golden zones when the monthly chart is green. So what we're waiting for on Tesla is a green dot on the monthly, or for that thing to come down and hit the 100 just like it did there and just like it did right there. I think that'd be a great entry on Tesla there. Let's wait for the green candle with the green dot. If you're playing the golden dot, what you want to do is use a stop loss right there at 215. 215 on the stop loss from the golden dot. If 215 breaks, sell it. Again, we'll most likely come down here to like 160 or 180. Getting pretty close here, folks. SMCI. Super microcomputer. I still like this one. Green candles, green dots, or no green dot on the monthly yet. It was down a little bit today. We got the entry signal right there at 36. So I just keep my stop loss right in that general area. I put a stop loss at 34.50 on it. I think this looks good still. I think this one's got some room to the upside. SMCI looks really good here. Green candle on the monthly. That's why it's on the watch list. And also a green dot here on the daily. So I'd be buying this one. It's sitting right on its daily moving averages. I think SMCI is going to rocket ship here over the next couple weeks. That one's going on the favorites list here from today too. That looks really good. Coin, we covered that. Oxy, I think we covered Oxy too. And not like Oxycontin, but Occidental Petroleum. They're an energy company. And that one had a daily. So I like the fact that this one's bouncing here on that green line that I'm talking about here. Again, bounce, bounce, bounce. I think energy companies are going to do well under Trump. It does have a red here on the monthly. So again, you want to use the stop loss when you get the red dot right there. Put it at $44. 44 is your stop loss. If you entered on this green dot, I would just make sure that $44 holds. If 44 breaks, I would sell it. Okay, I would sell it. So put that stop loss right there at 44. VGT. This is the Vanguard Tech ETF. So this is like the QQQ. Again, breaking down below the 9 here. It has a red dot. Let's look at the daily. and we're trying to bounce here. So big level for this one's going to be right there at 450. I'd use a stop loss right there at 450. Okay, 450 is the bottom of this month's low. If 540 breaks, okay, we're probably going to see a bigger correction, probably back down into that 4-year moving average. Again, look where this green dot came back here on the 23rd. The deeper the wave, the deeper the blue wave, the better. But that dot came right there January 23rd at 320. 320, it went all the way up to 650. That was a 100% move over a 2-year period of time. So wait for a green candle or a green dot if you want to be absolutely sure. If you're playing the daily bounce here, I would use a stop loss at 540. That's the bottom of this month's candle. QQQI. This one's also trying to bounce here as well. So big wick down, and they're sucking it right back up. So I'd be watching $48. I'd use a stop loss at 48 on QQI here. $48 for the stop loss there. If you're playing that bounce there on the daily. SPI. Also, big, nasty red candle here. Let's look at the daily. Again, the daily's trying to bounce. So stocks and crypto had really nice bounces today, guys. The markets, the bears are starting to panic, and now you're going to see the bears start selling their shorts, and they're going to get out of the market, and then that's what's going to cause the next move up, is the bears getting out, right? The bears have been in control for the last, month? Okay, now their time is over. I really like SPI here. The SPY, I like stocks here. $48 would be my stop loss on this trade, but that one looks really good. That's high income ETF. That looks very interesting. Watch 48 on that one. IEO from Clayton. Looks like a ETF for gas here. I'd be using a stop loss on this one at 90. Okay, it broke over the 9 there. Just make sure that one, I'd put it right there at $88 on the stop loss. $88 targets all the way up there at 112. Okay, watch for a green dot. That'll probably come in April. Intel, we covered CVI. Another energy company here. Green dot on the monthly. Beautiful. So what are we doing? We're looking for the daily dots to enter. You should have been entering on these dots right here at 17 and 17. Because again, as long as the monthly dot or the monthly candle is green, we should be in here on the daily looking for the signals. We want to buy the day of the green dot. This day came at 18. This day came at 18, right around the same price. This thing is now up 20% from that time and has a lot of room to go. I really like CVI here. That one looks like it could go on a ride. Okay, that's a good energy play right there if you want to play it. Nice big fat green candle this month too. CVI looks really good. CVI looks really, really good. That one's on the watch list. AMD. Dude, we called this one out on Friday's screen. Beautiful move today. That thing was up 4%. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles down right into that 100-day moving average. Look where we bounced right here in 2022. Okay, you see that 100-month moving average right there? That white line right where we bounced. Again, let me make it less complicated for you. Let's take the fib off. Look where we bounced. Right on the white line back in 2022. This thing went from 50 all the way up to 200. Now it's pulling back in that same zone, giving you a green candle here. AMD is on the favorites list. Okay, AMD looks really, really good. Nice breakout candle here today. I really like AMD at these levels. Okay, I'd be going long here. I think you could see a green dot on this one come April. But I'm buying any pullbacks on AMD here. I like AMD at these prices. QUBT, we covered MKR. That's going to be the crypto there. Okay, that one is still... It had the green candle last month, so I'd be in here on the daily just watching... I'd be putting a stop loss right there at probably 1100. 1100 on the stop loss for this. The dot is still green here on the daily. INJ. INJ, again, sell it off, wait for a green candle or a green dot. Chainlink. Chainlink is my largest crypto position. It's actually my only current crypto position if you don't count the CLSK. That's kind of a crypto stock. It's a crypto miner, but I like Chainlink down here up against its 50. Okay, that's where we bounced right here in 2024. We hit the 50 and bounced. Okay, and before we just consolidated, so we pumped over it, pulled back into it, pumped up. Now we're pulling back into it again. As long as Chainlink can hold on to like $12, I like it. But again, this is a long-term hold for me. I really like the crypto project. I think they're one of the most bullish fundamental companies out there. I know it has a red dot here this month. That's why we're going to use a stop loss right there at around $12, $11.50, call it. That's the low of this month's candle, but it's bouncing on that very important moving average right there again. I think April, we're going to see some movement, or into April, we're going to see some movement to the upside. So watch for this candle to flip green. Personally, I'm staying long on my position. And again, I'm waiting for the daily to come back up here on the fib. Okay, back up here in the red zone. This is where I like to sell. I like to buy down here, like to buy down here, like to buy down here, and sell when it's up here in the red zone. And again, if you guys do not have these indicators, you guys can get all of the red and green dots, these Fibonacci zones, and the EMAs all loaded into your TradingView account by clicking on this link right here in the Trading Indicator tab. Just click on this link. It takes a couple of clicks, and you guys get all of these indicators that we have been talking about here today. So if you have any trouble or issues with that, just email me, overkill@overkillinvesting.club. What else we got? AERO. AERO is still red here on the monthly, so watching the daily, again, I think this one's in a great place to be accumulating right now after a 4-month pullback. Normally after 4 months of going down, you want to just be loading the bag. I think this one's good. I like it above 40. I would wait for the green candle or the green dot for confirmation. Avax we covered. XRP we covered. ARB we covered. Rare. That one is green on the monthly, so I would be looking for trades on this one. I'd be looking to enter on the daily green dots. So that one just broke over that 50 EMA on the daily. I'd wait for a green dot. We just got new crypto candles there at 5 o'clock. So I like Rare over 8 cents. I put a stop loss right there at 8 cents on Rare. Intel we covered. That's one of my favorite stocks right now. I think that one's really, really hot. I've liked that one for the last couple of weeks. Last month, actually, since we got that green dot on the monthly. You could see that thing came where? That came right there in February. Okay, things absolutely ripping right now. That one's about to go for a ride. Dodge is down but has a green dot. How should that be played? I just hold. Like I said, if it has a gold dot, it is a 1 to 6 month hold. 2 gold dots on Doge. 2 of those things. Okay, so again, it's a 1 to 6 month hold, guys. This isn't a get rich overnight trading strategy. This is a buy and hold strategy. If buying and holding was easy, everybody would be rich. Okay? Everybody would be rich. Yeah, NNE, I've seen NNE quite a bit. That one's been on my watch list. I just don't know too much about nuclear energy. That's why I kind of stay away from it. But looks like they've been having some decent earnings. They're just not making a whole lot of money yet. That's what worries me. They only reported $300,000 worth of revenue. So I like to buy companies like Target, for example. Target, right? Look at that. Okay? $30 billion last quarter. That was in 4 months. In 4 months, they made $30 billion. Okay? A name like NNE, in the last 4 months, they made $300,000. Okay? I just like to buy a little bit more credible. I get what you're saying. It has potential to be huge and a big deal, which is great. This might be a really good time to get in on it and just wait 10 years and see where it's at. But I just like to buy names with a little higher established, right, revenue source and fundamentals. So that's just the kind of investor I am, though. So if it works for you, it works for you. I still think the chart looks good. STRD, STRDY, sturdy. This one is red here on the monthly. I'd be careful with that one. Or is that a STRDY USD? There's so many tickers. Such a big ticker. Oh, it is a crypto. So yeah, it's red on the monthly. I don't know. Unless it's a stock. Nah, you're probably talking about a crypto. Yeah, I don't know. This one just looks like a rug pull to me. I don't know. I don't know too much about it. That's going to be a fundamental play there. If there's no data on my chart, I can't tell you anything. Vertical AI. You guys could just call out the ticker for me. It makes it a lot easier. Okay, looks like a newer coin as well. So that one's down for 3 months in a row. Get no idea what this thing is or what it does. If you look at the daily, you want that thing to hold on to 9 cents. 9 cents on the daily. Again, looks like another rug pull. I have no idea what it is or what it does, so I can't speak on it. But the technical level to watch is right there at 9 cents. FMC. Cindy, apparently they're getting boycotted for some stuff. Someone was saying they have bondage kids clothes. I'm not sure what that means. What is bondage kids clothes? I mean, the news is really negative right now, in my opinion, on Target because they're trying to flush everybody out of the stock. I mean, there's not been a better time to buy, right? This thing's down huge right now. Over the last 5 years, it was at the same price 5 years ago. So you're getting it at like a 5-year low right now. So if you believe in Target, and again, I like it because women like it, and women spend a lot of money. My wife likes it. My sister likes it, right? My mom loves it. So I look at that kind of stuff as the fundamentals, right? They got customers. And yeah, the political stuff is bad, blah, blah, blah. But all the political bullshit eventually passes, right? Right? If you show me the chart, I could tell you the news. I could tell you the news on Target right now is bad. Okay, I could tell you that it's bad right now. Just by looking at the chart, because we're literally at a 5-year low. I mean, this was the lowest price in 5 years. So I personally think Target is a great buy. That's just me. And I might look to take a position on it and go long just because it's literally sitting at right below the 8-year average right now. What is bondage? What is bondage themed clothes? I'm not sure what those are. Is that like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Can someone explain what you guys mean by bondage clothes? Because I have no idea what that even means. MTCH, this is Match. It's not moving a whole lot. I don't like this stock very much. It's that dating app company. Looks like their revenue is pretty much just staying pretty stagnant right now. They're not really growing that much. It's that online dating, Tinder stuff. I don't know. Chart just looks really boring, just really sideways. This is probably a trader stock. I'd be trading this one here on the 4-hour, right? Buy it, sell it, buy it, buy it, sell it. For a long, right? They're just not really increasing their revenue. So that's why you see their stock just not doing anything because no one's really that interested. VZ, Verizon. That one's got a green dot on the monthly chart. So we're looking for the daily for opportunities to buy. And that had a nice pullback right there into that moving average. I still like this one. I was shorting it right here. I was wrong on it. It ended up going up. I got stopped out at like 44. It went up. It sold off. And now it's just going sideways. But I do like the fact that the monthly chart is green here. It's got a green dot. So I think Verizon is a good buy and hold here. They got a dividend and stuff too. So I'd hold this thing as long as it holds on to 41. I'd be a buyer. And I'd have a stop loss right there at 41. It's about a 5% risk there on Verizon. DKNG, red on the monthly. So waiting for that green candle there. Wolf Speed. I like this one, dude. You've called this one up for a couple of weeks. It's green here on the monthly, and it looks like they're doing pretty good on their earnings, right? They're increasing. I guess they're decreasing revenue a little bit. They're making about $200 million a quarter, but I like it. As long as this thing can hold on to $4.50, I'd be a buyer of it. It's way down here right now. So 450 is your stop loss on Wolf. FWZ. FWZ is still strong. I'd look to take profits on this one, though. You can see it's up there, up against the red line. Again, that is where we want to be taking profits, guys. Don't get greedy. Okay, you guys should have been buying this one right here, May 2024. Okay, boom, $1. It's up at almost $2 right now. So I'd be taking profits on FWZ. KBR, again, red dots in the red zone. Red dot in the red zone on the fib is where we want to take profits. Red dot in the red zone is where we want to take profits. Okay. KBR, what's the monthly say here? Green candle here. Nice. So this looks good. I'm not sure what this thing does. Let's look it up here. Again, if you guys have the research tool, all you got to do is come over here, type in /info, hit enter. Now I forgot the ticker. Son of a gun. Give me a sec here. KBR. So type in /info, hit enter. KBR. Okay, this works for crypto and stocks over here. Click it, hit enter. Okay, they are an engineering and construction company that specializes in delivering a wide array of services to the energy, technology, and government sectors. Very interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Based in Texas. Very cool. Okay, so energy, they're an energy company, engineering and construction. So I like this one. I don't know who called this out, but I'm adding it to my watch list here. And we're going to go ahead and add that one to our alerts as well. But I like it. It's bouncing right on that 50, right on that EMA. I would just make sure this one holds on to $47. $47 is going to be your stop loss. And I like it. I really like it. It's been hit really hard. It's into our 4-year moving average. KBR looks really good here. Okay, if you want to wait for absolute confirmation, wait for the dot. But they're doing very well. They're beating on their earnings. They're beating on their earnings. They're beating on their earnings. So it looks really good. It looks really good down here. Okay, and I wait for a green dot to capitalize that on. But capitalize on that. But good request. I like that. That one's in my watch list now. Wolf. Okay, so how I would play that now that it has the green candle, though, right, is be in here on the daily looking for the green dot. So you got a green dot there. That was yesterday at $50. Okay, so it's sitting right around the same price. And I think it looks really good. I think KBR looks really, really good down here. Wolf. Wolf is still red here on the monthly, but it did have a golden dot there on the 6th. So I like this one, but I would set a stop loss at 280. 280 on the stop loss for Wolf. PLUG. Plug Power. Okay, that one's kind of ramping up here a little bit. Monthly chart's just weird. Okay, it is green. I can't really even tell. I don't know. I'm not big on the plug stuff, but I would use a stop loss at 160 there on Plug Power. Appl. Appl's been hit hard. Okay, that was a big, ugly 11% down so far in the month of March, but it's trying to bounce here at around 210. So it's got a green dot there today. 208 needs to hold. If we're going to bounce here, 208 needs to hold. If 208 breaks, we'll most likely make our way back toward 180 or even 200 there. So big level to watch for Appl is 208. 208 is a huge level to watch here for Appl. Okay, use that stop loss. CSQI, or IQ. Canadian Solar getting schmammered. Okay, just absolutely schmacked. Okay, it's got a green dot today, so I don't know. I wouldn't touch this thing with a 10-foot pole, but if you want to play it, use a stop loss at $9. $9 needs to be your stop loss. I don't like the monthly. It just looks ugly. Doesn't look like they're doing too well. Okay, about $1.7 billion a quarter. ENPH, another one, just getting racked here. Another energy company, solar company, I mean. 51 is going to be your level. It does have a green candle this month, so I would be in here on the daily looking to add on the green dots. Again, we want to use this low right here at 51. If you want to move it up a little bit to 55, feel free. You could even move it up right there to 57. I would play that one with a stop loss at $57 on ENPH, and that would have the green dot here today, crossing over the 9. And again, it has a green monthly candle, so we're paying attention to it. It looks like they're making a little bit more money. That Canadian company is actually making more money than these guys, but I would definitely use a stop loss on this one at $57 to protect your losses to the downside. We got Jasmy. Jasmy is still red as well. So if you look at the daily, let's put the fib back on here. We're sitting right on that green line right now. So again, if you're long, I think it's a great place to be starting a position. It looks like the weekly's starting to turn green here. That's a good sign. And the monthly's still red, though. So if you're playing this one, I just hold it. If you're in it right now, I just hold this thing. And wait, bottom golden zone, but under the EMA is still a buy. On the daily, I would say yes. Okay, bottom golden zone is always a great time to buy. If you're looking at the fib, okay, down here is still a great time to buy. I don't worry too much about the EMAs on the daily chart. I mostly want to worry about those on the monthly chart. Okay, the monthly chart is more important to me with the EMAs than it is on the daily. Yes, it's still a good place to watch for some bounces and stuff like that, but if you're down here in the golden zone, guys, it's always a good time to buy. Always a good time to buy in the golden zone if you're using the Fibonacci. Okay, last time Bitcoin was down in the golden zone was here in 2022. That was at 16,000. Okay, it hasn't been back down there yet. So again, when prices are down here, they're very discounted in this area. Okay, the thing with the monthly chart is we just want the confirmation. We want the confirmation of a green candle before we take our entry, right? So like Intel, for example, right? Down here, it was below the EMAs, but you could see it was bouncing on that bottom fib, bouncing on the bottom fib, bouncing on the bottom fib, bouncing on the bottom fib. So in the golden zone is great because, again, our sell target is up here in the red zone. So right now, if Intel, right, and it crossed over there, but if Intel goes back up to the red zone from here, that's a 90% move. 90% there on Intel. So yes, I would still say that golden zone is still a buy on names that you're wanting to go long on. Again, we're 1 to 6 months out. These are not day trades. These are buy and hold. Okay, if buying and holding was easy, everybody would be rich. Okay, not a lot of people can do it, but that's all right. That's good for us. USGO. This looks like a mining company. This one's doing very well. I would just move your stop loss up to 9. Again, you got the green dot right there. That looked like on March 13th at 9. It's at 10 right now. I'd be targeting 13 on USGO there. And yeah, guys, if you guys want the update, the chart updates for the indicator and the Discord alerts, okay, that was dropped today. So go watch this video right here. It's also right here in the latest tab. It's just called Trading Indicator and Discord Chart Alert Updates for the members. If you guys are new, just go watch that. It'll explain all the new trade alerts. Again, we call out all the alerts over here in the Discord. Okay, all the alerts we call out here. It's going to explain all that and the updates to the trading indicator that we use here with the EMAs and stuff like that. So that video is right over there in that latest tab. Again, right here. Discord is free to join. We do have a member section, but you don't need to pay to get in and watch this video or get news or charts or anything like that. So go check that out if you guys want the updates to the trade alerts and the indicator. We're getting pretty close here. We got Flare, FLR. And I will take some chart requests here after the video as well. Or after we get through these requests. If you guys are still in the live, drop those chart requests right now. And I will get to them again. This thing's been down for 4 months in a row. Let's wait for a green candle or a green dot on this one. But it's just chopping around right now. So right now, right, last time we were down in the golden zone, great time to be buying. Okay, great time to be buying down here on a daily time frame. On the monthly, we want to wait for that green candle or the green confirmation. Okay, that'll be our signal. So I'm watching the low of that green candle right there at 0.01. ALK, Alaska Airlines. Ugly monthly pullback there right into the 50. Right into our 4 and 8 year moving average here. But it is trying to bounce here. So I actually like this one too. Alaska and Delta are going to be my favorite plays for the airlines. Delta is on my watch list as well. I was watching Delta here. That's the one I like to fly. But this one got hit really hard back down into its 8-month average. And again, bouncing really nicely off of 44. So DAL is also on my favorites list. I mean, these are my favorites just from what we've looked at today so far. I need to scan through this and get organized. I've had a really busy weekend and just had a lot of stuff going on with the channel and changes and things like that. But there are some really good opportunities in the market right now, guys. I mean, things have been hit really, really hard over the last month or month and a half. I saw something on, I believe it was Twitter, that the correction over the last 25 days in the S&P 500, so this is the top 500 stocks, right? A correction in the stock market is when the SPY goes down 10%. We went down 10.3%. Okay, so this took like 20 days, right? 20 days to go down 10%. Normally when that happens, that means things are just pulling back really big. Okay, so that was the 5th fastest correction, 10% drop on the S&P 500 in 75 years. Okay, the 5th fastest pullback, 10% pullback on the S&P 500 in 75 years. 75 years, okay? That was a really fast pullback. So a lot of these prices are very cheap right now, okay? There's some opportunities everywhere. Like right now, I think SMCI, these are my favorites just from what we looked at today. And I'm going to go through this probably after stream and organize this a little bit more. But these Delta, and that one you called out there, what was that, Alaska Airlines? Again, bouncing at a very nice level right off of 50, right off of that average there. It's got a red dot on the chart, but if you have a red dot, that just means you want to set a stop loss right there at 50 or take profits if it's up here. Okay, so ALK I think is going to bounce here off of 50. Personally, though, I like DAL a little bit better. DAL I like a little bit better, bouncing off the 8-year moving average here, just like it bounced right there. Boom. Did the Ripski. So watch for a trade on airlines. I like Delta and ALK. Good call out. QQQM. Okay, that one's breaking over the 9 there. Again, we got to hold this low of 190. 190 is a big level for QQQM. URNM. URNM. Watching 32 on that. This is uranium miners. I don't know a lot about uranium either, but that one broke over the 9 EMA today. That's looking good. 32 is going to be your stop loss. At the bottom of this month's candle. I'd watch for a green dot or a green candle coming up here in April. This candle could very well flip to green, though, by the end of the month. So I actually like this one with that stop loss at 32. We got FLNC. Go ahead and get your chart requests in, guys, if I missed it in the chat here, and we will cover those. FLNC, Fluence Energy, that's bouncing off a really important support down there at $4. That actually looks really interesting. That actually, I don't know anything about the company, but it looks interesting down here. Okay, I just used a stop loss at that $4 level. 4 is where we bounced right here last time, back in 2022. So I'd be a buyer down here with a stop loss at $4. Sonic. That's crypto? Yes, it is. Okay, too new. I don't have any data on my indicator for you. Okay, yeah, just too new. I just don't know. It's only been out for 3 months, so you could use like a 4-hour chart here. I don't know, man. I think there's some better names, quality names to own. The newer coins are always a toss-up. Okay, you don't know if they're a rug pull or what. Yeah. Green candle here on SMR, New Scale Power Corporation. I just make sure this one holds on to 450. DAL, I just covered that one. I really like that one. Okay, Delta Airlines looks good. ICP, we covered this as well. Waiting on the green candle or a green dot on that one. And last but not least, we got SEI. And then we'll take some requests over here from the chat. And then we're going to sign off here till Wednesday. And we'll be back here live Wednesday. But SEI, still red on the monthly. This one, I believe, had a golden dot, though. So we're watching 17 cents for our stop loss off the golden dot. Again, names that pull back 1, 2, 3, 4 months in a row are normally ones you want to pay attention to. Okay, big pullback there. Watching 17 cents here on SEI. I think that one looks good. I like the golden dot. Again, you guys saw that golden dot on H-bar. That was called out back in November. November of, what was that, 5th? Okay, it went from 4 cents. The top was right there on December 5th, or 4th. No, December 3rd at 40 cents. So that took 28 days from this dot to go 1,000%. So again, this isn't a buy and get rich overnight strategy, guys. This is a buy and hold strategy. If you're buying here, you're buying it at a better price than anybody else has ever bought it. Because again, everyone's getting out. The fact that we're red all the way down means retail's panic selling. Retail's saying, I'm done. Right, they're quitting. Because they were buying up here. Right, they were buying up here at 70 cents. Up here. This is when everyone was excited. Now down here, no one's excited. We want to buy when no one's excited. And we want to sell when everyone's excited. Okay? That's it, folks. That's all we're doing here. And we're 1 to 6 month swing traders here. So let me see if you guys got any requests here from the chat. If you guys got them, go ahead and drop them. I see one for LAES. Cindy says, anyone think we're at a bottom? I think we're pretty damn close. Like I said, April, I think we're going to reverse back. LAES, $3 is that stop loss on this one. We covered this one, but a nice green candle right there. I like it. Again, there's no earnings on it yet, so it's a brand new company. But technically, it looks good as long as it can hold on to $3. Ty says AKT. AKT. Monthly. Again, crypto's getting smacked over the last 4 months. People are losing interest. Okay? Wait for a green candle or a green dot on that one. Anything else? Can you Cardano for a long, please? Yeah, I really like Cardano. I really like Cardano and CRO are probably my two favorite crypto setups right now. Cardano and CRO. I'm going to move Cardano up here to my favorites as well. Again, green candle here on the monthly, green dot on the monthly. Perfect. Just what we're looking for. Bouncing right on the 9. And the daily chart is green. All right, it had a red dot there yesterday, but we're holding on to this level right here at around 65. So I'd look to buy Cardano for a long on the next daily green dot. And you could get that here tomorrow. VUG. This looks like the last one for the night, folks. And then we will be back on Wednesday for some more requests. If I missed your request or you're watching the live stream, just get them over here inside the chart request thread, and I will answer those for you guys on Wednesday's video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know how many people we got on the live right now, but if we can get this video to another 34 likes, I'll give away 100 XRP if we can get to 100 likes here by the time we sign off. So if you guys are on the stream, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And I will give away 100 XRP if we can make it so. Let me just drop this out here. Thank you for the requests. Spartans. Okay, beautiful. BEA, beautiful. And BUG, again, we're trying to bounce on this 9. Or we're trying to hold the 9 right now. A big important level for this is going to be 360. As long as we can hold 360, we're trying to reverse here. We're trying to get back over the 9. So if 360 can hold here, okay, you're going to see the markets reverse. Again, we just sat through the 5th fastest correction in 75 years for no apparent reason. Just markets sold off. Okay, this was a 10% correction. A correction in the stock market is considered when the big S&P 500 drops 10%. This dropped 14%. So that correction, guys, was the 5th fastest in 75 years. So you're just going to want to make sure 360 holds on that one. And that's all I see for requests for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. We will see you guys on Wednesday. Again, get your chart requests over here inside of the Discord, and we will answer those on Wednesday. Again, if you guys want to know the alerts and the updates to the trade alerts and stuff like that, watch this video in the latest tab. That's going to explain that. I dropped that earlier today. Again, if you guys do not have the trading indicator, just come and click on this link right here, and you guys will get all of the indicators that we talked about here today. The EMA lines, okay, the Fibonacci zones, and the red and green dots, of course. And if you guys are new, I have a free trading course right here. You guys can learn more about our trading strategy by watching the videos in that free trading course right there, overkillinvestingclub.com. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I'll see you guys Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. God bless you guys. Have a great night. Peace.